welcome back to another studio vlog. It's been a while since I filmed. I've been away. I had a cold for a talkathon, went to a talkathon, and then the week before, all prep for Cosplay Imagineer. That vlog is now up, so if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. It's been a year since my first time vending, and it's so fun to see the differences between when I first started vending up till now. Now that that event is over, I need to go and put all my inventory away. I have to count it first and then organize it back the way it was, if I can remember how it looked like. And after that, it'll be a very Patreon heavy week. I've had to also push back a bunch of Patreon stuff in order to prep and to kind of relax while I was having a cold before going to a talkathon. So yeah, Patreon stuff got pushed back a lot, so I have a lot of catching up to do. Let's get all this inventory counted and put away, and we will go from there. I bought these clear containers from Dollarama, and they're supposed to be food containers, but they were in the section with all the other containers, and I really like these. So I bought a couple of these, and they are great. They are replacing a bunch of the larger bins I had. Like, I had a few of these. I think I had another one. And then here I just have some of my stationery items that are bigger. I have my bookmarks in another one here. Extra containers here that I would probably use. I have more space here now since I don't have the anime stickers here anymore. Everything's back to normal. There's nothing on the floor. Usually I have trouble figuring out where to put all the containers I have. They're on the floor, but it's all done now. So yeah. So now we can move on to the next thing. So I shouldn't have been working on this new project because I was already behind on Patreon stuff, so I should have went straight to doing Patreon stuff. But earlier this month, Vogue Grace started doing TikTok lives, and they did their first one earlier this month, and I happened to catch it randomly while I was scrolling through TikTok one evening. And if you catch their TikTok lives, they would give you a $10 coupon, and that coupon lasts for a month, and that coupon was going to run out soon, so I needed to decide if I wanted to use that coupon or not. Not only that, I thought that I would order magnets, and they had it on a sale earlier this week, but then I ended up deciding not to get magnets. I got some more acrylic keychains. Instead of making the Froggle cone and the Froba, I decided instead to make the Froggle swirl and the kitty donut from January's Patreon reward. I had to redraw them, make them bigger. The color palette for the Froggle swirl cake is different from the one that I used for January's Patreon reward. It was because I was planning to do something different with it and I didn't end up doing it, so I just kept this color palette. The kitty treat is the same color palette but just the slightest bit different with the sprinkles. But yeah, I think these would be really fun acrylic keychains. They're going to be 2 inches and they're going to be glitter epoxy. The front and back side is going to be slightly different. The only difference is going to be their expressions, but I thought it would be fun to do that. After I finished that, I went straight to creating the digital download for this month. I worked on it a little bit when I was in a talkathon, so I didn't have too much to do with it. I decided to make some cute, cozy mini memo sheets. They're great for jotting down quick few notes and some to-dos. It features Jeremy the worm, Berwin's blue pumpkin plush, and a snail friend. Jeremy and the snail are wearing some nice, comfortable gear for autumn. These little guys are ready for the cool weather, just like I am. I can't wait for autumn to arrive. I am in actual clothes now. My husband and I have been going on walks after he's done with work. We have been doing that since before going to a talkathon, so it's just nice to start exercising a bit. My husband has been going on walks longer than I have, and it's awesome seeing the improvements that he's made with how he feels and his body overall, and that motivated me to start going walking with him. And it was very useful when we went to a talkathon with all the walking and the standing that we had to do. So it's been nice to just go on walks again. I have a really fun package. I have this package from Vogue Grace. I ordered some new business cards and I'm super excited. I hope that they came out okay. They're not centered, which is a little sad. Let me share with you guys how they turned out. The first card is the Magical Froggle card. He is from last month's Patreon goodies, and I was still loving and thinking about the Magical Froggles, so here it is. It is an illustration set, so there's going to be 4 of them, and he's the first one that I drew, and each illustration card would just tell a little story of them, and it's a fun little collectible. The back has my small business name, a little information, a QR code, and the 4-leaf clover here. I have my social media written down as well, because not everyone likes the QR code and not everyone likes the written stuff. So I just put both. And at the bottom, it just says that this is an illustration series 1, so there might be a 2 in the future depending on how this goes. And it says there's 1 of 4 and just to collect them all. It's very simple, nothing too over the top. Next one is this Punning Duel, Sour Lemon and his friend Leaf Con. They get tired of each other every once in a while because they're always hanging around each other. As you can see, they don't really have a choice. So it's really fun. This is Chef Brett Con. He is an aspiring pastry chef, and no matter how bad it gets, he never quits because he's working towards his hopes and dreams. And it's super cute. And then we have a card that's like the secret rare card. If you're familiar with Pokemon, those cards are really beautiful, and usually the artwork takes up the whole card. So I decided to do something really similar. This is the only holographic card. The other ones are glossy. Here's the back of that. And I love the holo because it's faint, so it doesn't overpower and take over the artwork. This is a redraw of my most popular illustration, but then it has the autumn color tone, and Captain Franco and Mashukan are little kids in here, and it's super cute. These will randomly go into orders. There are quite a few that are not centered. For example, this one is not centered. You can tell where the ribbon is. Not all of them are like that. Like this one is more centered than this one, and I have a couple of those that are like that for each of them. So that's just how it is. I'm still going to send them out the way they are regardless, because I already knew that that was a possibility. When a manufacturer cuts multiple products at a time, that's bound to happen. That's why there's bleed. They're still my business cards, so they would go out whether they're centered or not. I had asked them not to round the corners because I don't like how the heavy duty cutters round the corners. I don't think they look nice. I wanted to use the medium size rounder that I have, but because they round the corners, I have to use the large one, and the large one looks like this. Regardless, this looks better. I'll be doing that, and I don't mind doing it. It's like mindless work. And after I get all these rounded, I will be working on the Pinto Club goodie. Hopefully I'll have that done before the end of the week. For this month's Pinto Club goodie, I decided to do a magnetic bookmark. This bookmark features a character I came up with when I decided to add a $15 tier for my Patreon. This is called a mushmallow, and if you don't know what a mushmallow is a mushroom shaped marshmallow, and I think it's a super cute little character. It has a different face on the front and the back, so depending on what page you're on would determine what face you see. Unlike most magnetic bookmarks that clip from the top, this one clips on the side, and the magnets on here are strong enough to hold it in place. I bought these on Amazon. I'm actually running out of these, so next time I buy them, I'm gonna buy the same type of magnet but in a bigger size. I decided to do this because I was getting a little tired of making letter sheets and memo sheets. Although they're fun to make, just every once in a while I like to take a break from it. I have a little fun idea for the Halloween stationery, so I decided that it would be okay to just make the bookmark for this month. A little fun fact, I also made a magnetic bookmark last year for Patreon around this time as well. So it's kind of interesting that I just decided to make a magnetic bookmark again. Around this time of the year, I think about people reading all the time, people being comfortable, sitting down on the couch, reading a good book. So that's the reason why I end up making the magnetic bookmarks around this time. It's just a fun little thing to have and do. And if you're in the Pinto Club, you will also get matching die cut stickers that are laminated with matte laminate in your Happy Mail package this month. If you're interested in this goodie, sign up for the Pinto Club before the end of this month. That'll be it for this studio vlog. It's been fun getting back into the groove of things. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!